What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square Chasing Cinema.
Mr. James Hsu.com,
and we are here to talk about the premiere screening of
Who Are the Men in Black? It's not Who Are, but I forget the lyrics, you know.
Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, however, take over for Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Yeah, and Josh Brolin as well.
We got Liam Neeson now.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of people in the Men in Black franchise.
Emma Thompson.
We rewind ourselves back in time. Will Smith did some alien work in a movie called Independence Day. You know, kind of put him on the map in Hollywood. Pew, pew. And then what we realized about Will Smith is that he's good fighting aliens. So why not create Men in Black?
And here we go.
Were those movies important in your youth?
I wouldn't say important, but every time they came out,
you went and saw
I made sure I watched them.
Yeah.
So I've seen all three. Only one time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, only one time.
And never revisited.
I think I've seen two probably once or twice because it's been on TV. But for sure, I've not like rewatched one or two in a really, really long time. 3 came out while we actually started doing this. We did 3 together, which was the prequel with to Kay's story and stuff like that. And then there was this huge talk that we were going to do Men in Black and 21 Jump Street, which I don't even know if it's a thing anymore.
Well, it was a real thing.
It was a real thing, yeah. Like it was a joke, and then it got to be a real thing, and then I don't know if that's going to be.
Someone pitched
but now we have Men in Black International, new characters, new timeline.
Because they saw Thor Ragnarok, and they saw the chemistry between Tessa Thompson
and Chris Hemsworth, who I absolutely love in the comedic light. If Thor Ragnarok taught me anything, that the other 2 Thor films didn't know how to use Chris Hemsworth to his advantage, and the guy's charming, he's charismatic, and this is the kind of situation he should be in. And Tessa Thompson definitely deserves to be in that starring leading lady role anyway, so I'm all about it. Did you enjoy Men in Black International?
Not gonna lie to you, this was a repeat of 1, 2, and 3 for me.
Yeah.
Glad I watched them. But they're all very similar. They really are for me.
Yeah.
They have the same jokes as Ariana Grande is an alien.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino
It is kind of the same
alien.
like thing.
The previous ones before that it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy, and I smile during those scenes. I do. I'm like, I always do this. And then then it passes. And then it's always about you know, doing that, and then she earned hers, and then you know.
I remember having to go to Burger King and getting one when like that first one came out. It might have been. I'm pretty sure it was Burger King. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so but as the actress Tessa Thompson, she was really the leading lady in this film.
Yeah,
and I thought she was fine.
Yep.
I enjoyed her, but her role itself, you know,
Agent M.
Agent M is gonna be forgettable for me. Agent H, which stands for Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Which is the reality. He was funny.
Yeah.
And again, but I'm not yearning for Men in Black International 2. Yeah. The little twisted ending, didn't guess it, but also at the same point, didn't care.
Yeah.
Overall, the movie for me, just spitting it out, 5 out of 10. It wasn't horrible. You know, I don't think it's the Rotten movie that Rotten Tomatoes is saying. I definitely don't think that. It wasn't that for me. But it definitely isn't anything I'm gonna revisit, and it's definitely not something where I'm just gonna be like, oh my. If someone asks me, should we go? I'm gonna be like, well, do you like Men in Black? If the answer is yes, sure. If you don't, I
get your point where you say it's not as like the worst. It's because it's not. It isn't the worst. I mean, I think the two.
It's like 28
I think they do have chemistry. I think Chris Hemsworth manages to be so charming that even in the worst scripts he could be likable and affable. But I think what really frustrates, you know, critics particularly is that it's like, why do we need to go back to this property? And like, was there anything here that we needed to reopen and tell the Men in Black franchise? Like, did we do anything new with it? And to be honest, we didn't. Like you said, it felt like the other 3 movies. And you know, when the other 3 movies like started going downhill, when that franchise started going down, we just kept like, this movie doesn't feel different, and it just feels really generic. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen this this formula where it's aliens. You know, there's humans and they're chasing or being chased by aliens. There's always a scene where we end up in the desert and there's really big sand hills. Like, that's like a given now in an alien movie. And to be honest, like, I saw a much better version.
Independence Day too.
Yeah, and I saw a much better version of Men in Black earlier this year called Captain Marvel. And I mean, and that's what, it just feels like the same thing. Like, I don't know why these alien movies always have to go really in a comedic sense, or, you know, I mean, for me, I think it would be cool if they just did like an old school Men in Black, like back in the day, and then actually kind of told the real origin of Men in Black and get kind of weird and crazy. But You know, I mean, I get it, but it seemed like there was no effort here. It was just more like pick a property, pick 2 stars, let's make a couple grand and finance something later. I mean, it's not memorable. I mean, I haven't revisited End of the Men in Black. I don't think I'll be revisiting this one, and you know, I don't think there's any huge callbacks that I caught. Not that I think that I would remember. I think there's one in the very beginning, but beyond that,
they had little Will Smith and little and Tommy Lee
they had
Jones.
them, and then the dog. I think the Frank. I think it's supposed to be Frank. That famous
Oh
dog.
yes.
And
Yes, you are.
Unless
absolutely
that's just
yes.
maybe, you know. I don't know.
No. You're right.
And the
I am
boats.
kind of shocked
The coffee boats.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that we, you know, didn't get a. I mean, I knew Will and you know, getting.
You thought we were gonna be in it?
No, I didn't think we'd actually be in it, but I thought we would at least get something, you know, maybe to which.
They had him on the old
You know,
painting.
I thought, yeah, they had him at the old. I honestly thought that the people talking when we first heard those gentlemen talking to Tessa Thompson's parents, it was going to be them, and I thought that would have been interesting. You know, you could have just, you know, gotten actors and played some voiceover, and you know, you could have ran away with that. Yeah, I don't know. I think the movie just takes some really weird angles. It kind of blends like the whole superhero alien gimmick, and it just doesn't feel super unique or fun. I mean, it's 2 hours.
I didn't even know.
And probably like 30 minutes in, I was like, I'm over this.
I didn't even know Rebecca Ferguson was in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I love her.
Yeah, I mean, neither did I. I mean, to be honest, this movie felt like I watched very passively. Like, there was not much engaging me, not much hooking me, not much for me to dig my nails in, so it just kind of feels very forgettable. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
That's
what did matter
Oh.
in my childhood were 2 different toys.
Yeah.
My brothers forced me when I was a very young child to sit down and watch a movie called Child's Play. That scarred me and probably turned me to the human that I am today.
Damn your brothers.
Yeah. All 7 Chucky movies are very, very important to me. I follow
I've
that.
seen all of them.
I follow that franchise. You haven't. I follow that franchise. You haven't.
I have.
All 7 Chucky movies.
Pretty sure.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh, yes.
Because Child's
I'm a
Play is
fan.
back in the day.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a
My
huge
mom would
fan.
let me rent them from a place called Video Time.
Oh.
Yes.
So
She would let me.
I mean,
and I enjoyed them.
Chucky's a character that I
Scared
think is
the bejesus
awesome.
out of me.
As weird as that franchise has gotten, and crazy and meta as that franchise has gotten, you know, a reboot I don't think is the worst idea. You know, I know people hate the idea of remakes
They
and all
saw
that
it,
stuff.
so they said we can make money.
Yeah, well, any property. You know, we just had Pet Cemetery this year. You know, we had Leprechaun done recently on 2 different occasions.
The direct-to-DVD Child's Play still haven't been great to me.
The first one was good. The Curse of Chucky, after Seed of Chucky, was a really solid film. I haven't actually seen the latest. I just got that Blu-ray pack, so my goal is to watch
I
it
have
in the next
that,
7
kids.
days. The next 7 days, I'm going to watch all the Chucky movies and relive that. But it is weird because now we're taking a split in the Child's Play universe. We have this Chucky now, who's going to be voiced by Mark Hamill,
himself.
starting anew, and the Chucky that we all know and love, Brad Dourif, is going to continue with the Child's Play TV show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I believe as of right now we're branching
There's a
off.
Child's Play TV show?
There's going to be, yeah, there's been one in the works for a minute with Brad Dourif and actually the original
What,
creators. So kind of like how Ghostbusters did, you know, we
Like a
had like
streaming
the
thing?
I actually have no idea what network and everything that's going to end up being.
Because
on.
you need that kind of rated R, yeah?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll probably be with the streaming service. But anyway, Child's Play next week.
But I will be in,
Yeah.
and I just want to say this too, it will be my birthday.
Yes.
And so if you want to come out and see me for my birthday,
Yes.
why not sit with me in Toy Story 4?
Yes. And I was going to say another toy that I really cared about deeply in my youth was Woody. I think everyone who watched Toy Story.
I would have been Buzz, and yeah, I would have been Buzz.
Buzz.
You would have been Woody.
Yeah, the one that made sense and had to teach you like, hey, this is how life works.
I think maybe I would have been Woody.
Nah, I think you got it right the first time. To be honest, I'd be Rex. That's right.
Yeah, more of just like
Yeah. I'm always worried all the time.
paranoid.
Yeah, you're more like Mr. Potato Head. You're just there, just talking.
And I have freaking nachos and your head and arms and also
yeah.
we have Anna.
Anna, yes.
Which, believe it or
Which
not, I
she-
actually think looks good. And I know it's a bootleg Charlize Theron. I know it's a bootleg
Lucy in a bootleg.
Lucy
What
in a
was the other
bootleg.
one? Hannah.
Yeah.
Like they literally just got
I
rid
know
of the
it
H.
is.
They literally just took the H out of the
But I
name.
don't care.
They said, Hannah, how could we do this again?
Anna!
It makes Anna. Yeah.
Like their coffee cup was in front of the computer, and then all they saw was the H.
Yeah. He said, I got it.
Pay this man $1 million.
Toy Story 4, though.
I'm excited.
I would argue one of the most successful trilogies of our time, now turning into
I would dare say
heavy
one of the,
franchise.
if not the greatest, one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
It's a pretty strong trilogy, and it was really cool because we kind of like grew up with Toy
199,
Story.
100?
We grew up with Toy Story, and not only is it Toy Story, but Toy Story kind of represents the arc of Pixar and kind of going through their whole entire time.
Oh, yes.
I'm really interested to seeing what exactly we're going to pull these characters out of what I thought was a perfect ending to continue on. We've heard nonstop about how emotional it was.
A perfect
It
ending.
wasn't.
It was a perfect ending. It wasn't. You thought it was. 100% RT.
Tom Hanks and Tim Allen have talked nonstop about how
The ending.
emotional the ending is. We have some new characters, actors I absolutely
Key and Peele.
adore. Key and Peele.
Forky.
You have Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Boomchuck, or not Boomchuck, Kaboom.
Yeah, Kaboom. Yeah, I forget.
Forky.
I'm so mad I forgot his name. Boom, but he's a Canadian
Kaboom.
version of Devil. Yeah, Evil Knievel. And there's some other cool characters that we're going to get into. So hopefully it's one that I enjoyed. Hopefully.
As of right now, this recording is 100% on
The
Rotten Tomatoes.
embargo lifted today, and right
It's
now it's
100%.
100%.
It's not bad.
Which I don't think any of the Toy Story movies have.
The lowest one is number 2 at 99.
99. I was gonna say, yeah. I don't think any have fallen below 99.
The lowest one.
Yeah. And two's really good too.
And we just saw
Yeah.
Men in Black at 28.
28, yeah. So hopefully next week we continue one of the most successful, financially, critically franchises of all
Just
time.
everything, yeah, it's just-
I'm really excited to see where their story
Critics
goes.
love it. People love it.
Dude, does
The
Andy make
money's
a
there.
comeback?
We'll be there for my birthday. Turning 37.
Yeah, man. This is
The
way to
first Toy
celebrate.
Story came out, what, 20 years ago?
96, yeah, 94, 96.
Oh, 96?
96? Yeah, I was 5.
Wow.
And now, and then me and Andy went to college together. Like, Toy Story 3 came out the year that I was graduating, going off to college.
Crazy.
So, like, it just felt like I've grown up with Andy. And now, we obviously ended with Bonnie, and we kind of got to see where that story goes.
Bo Peep,
Yeah. Bo Peep,
you ready?
I'm ready.
See everyone next week. If you want to go, comment below,
Yeah.
let us know. Text me the number below, all that good stuff.
And if neither of those 3 movies sound like a good plan, just come hang out. It's this guy's birthday. Let's celebrate.
Come on.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
ChaseandSimmer.com.
Film Love's website.